Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna review the original five Planet of the Apes films. So let's begin. The original Apes film, starring Charlton Heston as Taylor. Yeah, we all know the story. Pretty much, him, his group of astronauts, go into the future and land on a planet that they don't really know what it is. So they go out searching and they find these Neanderthals type of people, who can't talk, and but they found, it seems like seems that they're gonna live there from now on. But all of a sudden they realize that the planet is ruled by apes, talking and intelligent, more intelligent than humans. And but in this future, the humans are the animals, pretty much the lower species. The apes are higher in the food chain. And but Taylor, he gets shot and he can't speak, and they kill his two other friends. They kill one, and they rem- uh, what's the name? What's the word? With fuck his brain up, and he's pretty much brain dead. Uh, but so yeah, I mean Taylor, he has to pretty much prove his intelligence, even though he can't speak, and he meets these two ape characters, Cornelius and Zira, played by Roddy McDowell, the late Roddy McDowell, and the late Kim Hunter, uh, and they're really, I really like those characters. Cornelius and Zira, they're probably my favorite characters of the original five uh, films, of the original franchise, should I say? Um, but yeah, he meets them, and then he starts, writing on papers and saying, "My name is Taylor," and no human can write. Pretty much, no human can understand apes, because like I said, they're Neanderthals. They're not intelligent beings in this time in the future, and eventually we all know what happens. Taylor speaks, and this is in this ape world, it's considered heresy for a human to even be considered uh, um, close in how do I say close in equal, pretty much equal to an ape. It's heresy, it's a no. So yeah, then there's the character of Dr. Sayus, played by Maurice Evans. He's an orangutan who pretty much is the one of the head honchos of the ape civilization in this planet, and yeah, then eventually we all know Taylor finally gets to speak, and he says the famous line, "Get your damn paws off me, you no, get your fucked it up." Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. And the apes are shocked. Like, oh my god, that human speaks. What the fuck? They don't say what the fuck, but pretty much, yeah. I mean, and then they had this trial, which was an excellent scene. I really like the part where you have Dr. Sayas and two other orangutans. Uh, they're not they're not really they're not really listening what Taylor was trying to say about his right to live and be treated like he used to live like a person. They treat him like an animal, even though he's not. And I like the whole bit where one's covering their eyes and one their ears and one their mouth. Hear no evil, see no evil, say no evil. It's pretty nice symbolism there. And but we all know the ending. Oh, I forgot to mention though. Taylor meets a woman named Nova, played by the beautiful actress Linda Harrison. So, excuse me. And you might be wondering what the hell I'm looking at. I'm looking at my computer to see I have the names right now. But she she doesn't speak, but Taylor falls in love with her, and they both escape together, and with the help of Cornelius and Zara. And even though and then eventually at the end, Taylor finally proves that humans once were the top honchos in the species in the world, at least in this planet. Before the apes ruled this planet, and Dr. Seuss all knew about it and tried to hide it from Taylor and all his all the other apes that that were naive about this. But eventually, we all know the shocking ending. It's not spoiler alert. So he sees the Statue of Liberty, and he shouts the famous line, "God damn you all to hell! God damn you all to hell!" So yeah, so that's the rest of me. It's a great science fiction film. So hold on, let me get this off. It's a great science fiction film. Great actors, Charlton Heston, he did a great job. May rest in peace. Ryder McDowell and Kim Hunter, they were great. Rest in peace as well, both of them. Dr. Seuss, he's a great. You love to hate him, but you can kind of see where he's coming from if you've seen the film. Linda Harrison as Nova, even though she didn't talk, she did a really good job. She's beautiful. And the ape makeup, even though it's you can say it's dated, but at the time for its time, it was pretty good. I give it credit for that. And I know it's this is based on a novel which I haven't read, but I thought the director Franklin J. Schaffner, if I'm pronouncing it right, he did a really good job, and the cast did a good job, and it had a really good story, pretty much. It's a great film, and if you haven't seen it, sorry I spoiled it. If you haven't seen it, where the hell you've been? It's a great film, and we all know it's a great film, so it still holds up. And thumbs up. I'm not gonna give it a score. The sequel, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, not as good. I kind of have to say it's not that very good at all. Pretty much, it really starts off where the first one left off, where you see Taylor finding out the truth that he was living on Earth the whole time, but it's a future, and they blew it up. And he goes with Nova, and he fucking disappears into this dimension thing. We don't know. We'll find that at the end. It's just bullshit. And Nova's pretty much on her own, and this new astronaut comes by name. His name is Brent, played by what's the guy's name? Let's see, James Franciscus. Brent. He was sent there to look for Taylor, and he finds Nova, and she can't speak, so he's saying, "Oh, you have to." She has the tag Taylor, because Taylor kind of is. When they're when they're on their own, Taylor and Nova, he tried to teach her how to speak. She can understand a bit, but she can't talk yet. She's not advanced in that stage yet. But Brent finds Nova, and he sees the Taylor necklace tag he has on, and she leads Brent back to the Apes village, where the apes are, and the gorillas are pretty much preparing an army. And Brent's reaction, underwhelming. He's like, "Oh, apes, what's going on?" But I don't. I can't say the new actor James Franciscus. He's not bad, but I thought Brent was kind of okay, I guess. I don't know. Uh, so he sees the apes are pretty much talking and shit, and he finds, and Nova leads him to Cornelius and Zira, and sadly, Cornelius is not played by Roddy McDowell in this one for, I guess, scheduling reasons. I'm not sure. Played by a new actor, David Watson. I don't know who that is. But Kim Hunter returns as Zira, and they think it's Taylor at first, but it's not. I'm not Taylor, I'm Brent. Um, and he hides, and Nova hides because Dr. Seuss comes in. I'm not trying to recap the whole movie, but eventually Nova and Brent, uh, they escape, and they find, and by the way, Zira and Cornelius only have like one scene in the whole movie, which is sad because I really like those characters. But they come back for the third, so. But still, like, one scene, ugh, it's just a cameo. But uh, Nova and Brant, they find this. They pretty much go where Taylor disappeared, and they eventually find this, this underground mutant fucking tribe or shit. I don't know. They do this weird thing where they go like, dude, when they read your mind. They just close their eyes and make this noise. It goes like this, dude, dude. It gets. If you think that's annoying, it goes on for so long. It gets on your nerves. It's for like half an hour. They just do this, dude, dude. It's really annoying. I really didn't like that. They all like they make Brent try to kill Nova, and they make pretty much, you see the Taylors in their jail, and they make Brent and Taylor fight to the death, and Nova rescues them when she says her spoiler alert, she talks. She says Taylor, Taylor, like that, and she saves them, and they kill this mutant. They escape, and Dr. Seuss and the guerrilla army show up at the end and try to stop these mutants because they have a nuclear bomb that's gonna kill the whole planet. And then sadly, Nova dies, and sucks. She dies, and the gorillas kill Brant, and they shoot Taylor, and Taylor, but the gorillas, I want to leave this out. The gorillas, they pretty much kill all the mutants. And they kill Nova, they kill Brand, and they shoot Taylor, and he falls to his death. Begging. Dr. Seuss is there. He's begging Dr. Seuss, help me. And Dr. Seuss says, "No, you humans, you ruin everything, asshole." And Brand's like, "What? Not Brand. Taylor is like, well, fuck you then." Boom! Hits the bomb, and the whole planet explodes, and that's the end of the movie. Everybody dies. So that was supposed to be the last one, but that wasn't the case. Good thing, because that's a terrible way to end the franchise. I didn't like Planet of the Apes, but it wasn't horrible. But as a follow up, it's not very good. I wasn't really interested in this Brent character so much. He was just, he's just like, he's just there. He's okay at best. But I'm glad they brought Nova back. Dr. Seuss and Cornelius and Zira. Even though they weren't in it as much. But and then Charlton Heston came back as Taylor. But he died, so it wasn't a very good movie. The mutant storyline, I didn't give a shit. It was annoying. They were annoying with their stupid dude. So, thumbs down for that one. Escape of the Planet of the Apes was actually a bit of a surprise because it was different. It was more light on the tone and sorry about that. I'm looking at my fucking computer. The tone was lighter. Um, I really liked the fish out of water, spin twit. I always liked those kind of movies for the most of the time. And Zira, pretty much the story is Zira and Cornelius and this doctor. I forget his name, but hiccups. They find one of the rockets that the ships, which was left by Taylor, I believe. They find it. I guess they found it like before the planet was blown up, and they go back in time, 1973, and the American government finds them and pretty much has them locked up as in the cage. But they haven't talked yet, so they don't know they're intelligent, and until Zero says, in a very funny scene where they test her intelligence, and she's pretty much owning it, and they have a banana on the string, and she's not eating it, and then one of the doctors says, why isn't she eating the banana? And she says, because I love bananas. And like, what? It's really funny. Roddy McDowell comes back as Cornelius, and Hunter comes back as Zara, and they're really great. Great chemistry, and great actors. Sad that they're gone, but they really shine in this one because they were only in the second one just for the beginning, and but they're pretty much the main characters of this one, and I really enjoyed them. In 1973, they're getting to know the fashion of how to dress, and but it's I'm going ahead of myself, but they pretty much go to court, and they're saying like, what happened to Taylor? What happened? Where did you come from? You apes? Like, how can you talk? And pretty much they sort of say everything, but not really. They leave at the part where the fact that the new Taylor, they say that later. This asshole. This asshole who pretty much wants to know everything and gets Zero drunk, and sorry about that. Sorry for the noise. There's fireworks going on. This asshole gets Zero drunk and pretty much makes her tell the truth about everything. And God, trying to remember. I saw it a couple of weeks ago. Oh yeah, Zero's pregnant, and this guy he doesn't want because he finds out that they come from the future, and apes will rule the earth, and they don't want them to breed, so they don't want Zero to have a baby, and they pretty much want to lock up Zero and Cornelius. But they try to fit into society, but it doesn't work out because of this jerk, and they don't want to cause the earth they don't want to cause humanity to destroy themselves, pretty much, and they just want to live in peace, leave them alone. But shit goes down, and she finally has the baby, and they name him, I believe, Milo. Yeah, Milo. And they pretty much they escape with the baby, and they hide in the zoo with Khan. Well, not really Khan, but God, I'm sorry. Have to check this guy's name. I can't believe his mind escapes me. Who played Khan in Wrath of Khan? I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you're already yelling at me like it's his blah blah. Ricardo Montalban. My bad. Yeah, Ricardo Montalban. He's like a zookeeper, and yeah, not Kevin James, shitty movie. That's another review. They He helps the scientists and hide Cornelius and Zara and the baby for a while until they can get the fuck out. I don't know where. I forget where exactly they're going, but they're pretty much trying to hide and live in peace. But and then I can't believe I forgot to mention this, but the scientist, the ape scientist that was with them, Zero and Cornelius, he gets killed by a fucking gorilla in the beginning of the movie. So bye bye, Mr. Scientist. I believe his name is Milo too, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys know, I'm trying to look up. Yeah, Milo. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say if you know, put it in the comment section. But yeah. They're trying to escape, and this asshole finds them, and finds them in like an abandoned boat of some sort. I think it was a battleship or something like that. I forgot exactly, but he finds them. He shoots Zero, and because she doesn't want to give the baby away to him, and then Cornelius gets shot, and he dies. He falls and dies, and Zero throws the baby in the water, and then she dies in Cornelius' arms. So they both die. Sad. God damn it! I love those characters. Too bad they have to die. And it's believed that the baby is killed too. But and it's revealed that at the very end, Ricardo Montalban, I'm not saying his name right, Ricardo. Uh, he pretty much is taking care of the real baby because Zero made a switch with her baby and another a chimpanzee baby. She made a switch, so Ricardo Montalban, there you go, Montalban. he he's taking care of the baby Milo, and that's the end of the movie. And but at the very end, the baby starts saying "mama, mama, mama, mama." And it's a weird kind of like repeat, like "mama, mama, mama, mama," like what do you call those? You poop, where they go when they go ba, 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 ba. It's weird. 70s, huh? That's how it was. But that's the end of the movie, and it's a decent movie. I enjoyed it, and it was funny. It was a little more light in tone, compared to the first two. Compared to all the other ones, I say. But I enjoyed it, and so I recommend Escape of the Planet of the Apes. And then it's the Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and that's pretty much, it takes place about 18-20 years after Escape, and baby Milo's all grown up, and he's pretty much he's being taken care of by Ricardo Montalban, and damn pop-ups. Sorry about that. He's being taken care of by Ricardo Montalban, and pretty much all the apes that in this future now in Conquest, they're pretty much slaves, and but they're not intelligent yet. They haven't been able to speak. They're pretty much the only kind of pets humans have, because the dogs and cats have been pretty much killed by this disease, which was mentioned in the original, how before apes ruled the earth, dogs and cats were pets, and they were killed by this disease. So the future is becoming what it's supposed to become. Apes. It's getting closer. So that's why they have these apes are slaves. So, Ricardo Montalban has Milo. He's grown up, and but he's renamed him Caesar. And Caesar's seen all these atrocities going on, and he can't, he's confused, like, why are apes treated like this? And he one day he just shouts out, you you, you human scum or something like that, and people hear it, and Ricardo Montalban's like, no, it was me, I said it, even though you can tell he didn't say it because he has a thick Spanish accent. So they interrogate Ricardo Montalban, and he tells Caesar to hide as one of the slave apes, and